they all have matter. That means they take up space. You might be wondering why these things look so different if they all have matter. Everything found on Earth can be grouped into one of the three states of matter: solid, liquid, and gas. In order to figure out which matter an object fits in, we have to examine its properties. The properties we look are shape, mass, and volume. Mass is the amount of matter an object has, and volume is the amount of space the matter takes up. Solids have definite shape, mass, and volume. Trees are solids. That means they are made up of tiny particles called atoms. These atoms are packed closely together and they hold the solid in a definite shape that does not change. If you look around your house, you will see lots of solids like television, bed, table, chairs, and even the food you eat. Again, the atoms in a solid are packed closely together. They bond together and do not change shape. Liquids do not have definite shape, but they have definite mass or volume. Liquids are similar to solids because their atoms are close together. But what makes a liquid different is that those atoms can move around. Liquids can change shape by flowing. If you've ever spilled a glass of water, then you know it spreads out the floor or table. It does this because the water is taking the shape of the floor or table. Since liquids do not have a definite shape of their own, they will take the shape of their containers. This is why the same amount of water can look different in a tall glass, a wide mug, or spread out on your kitchen floor. And gases, they don't have definite shape or volume. Like liquids, gases will take the shape of their containers, sama sa hangin sulod sa balon or hangin sulod sa ligid sabay. If a gas is not in a container, it will spread out indefinitely. This is because the atoms in a gas are spaced farther apart than in a solid or a liquid. And being spread out like this allows them to move around freely. Think about the air you breathe every day. That air is spread across the empty space around the earth. You've probably also noticed that you usually cannot see the air. This is another property of gases. Even though we cannot see them, you come in contact with them every day. There are many different types of gases in the Earth's atmosphere, such as oxygen, carbon dioxide, nitrogen, water vapor, and helium. Again, gases do not have definite shape or volume, and the atoms' gas are spread out and move freely. In addition, plasma is a state of matter that is often thought as a subset of gases. But the two states behave differently. Like gases, plasmas don't have fixed volume or shape, and less dense than solids or liquids. Lightning, electric sparks, fluorescent lights, neon lights, plasma televisions, some types of flame, and the stars are all examples of illuminated matter in the plasma state. And the fifth state of matter is a man-made Bose-Einstein condensates. It was created by scientists in 1995 using a combination of lasers and magnets. Eric Cornell and Carl Wieman, scientists of the Joint Institute and Lab Astrophysics or GILA in Boulder, Colorado cooled a sample of rubidium to within a few degrees of absolute zero. At this extremely low temperature, molecular motion comes very close to stopping. Matter has mass and volume. These are the four basic aspects of the particle model of matter. Number 1, matter is made up of tiny particles. Number 2, the particles of matter are moving all the time. Number 3, these particles have spaces between them. And number 4, these particles of matter attract each